Hi everyone, in this video I will be showing you an easy way to knit a scarf using a loom. I will be using a loom with 12 pegs across, a loom hook, a crochet hook, and yarn in size super bulky. The first thing we're going to do is make a loop with one edge of the yarn and knot it using the crochet hook. This loop will go around the first peg of the loom. Next, we're going to start wrapping the yarn around the pegs like so from one end to the other in a pattern similar to a figure 8. Then here I am just wrapping the yarn several times around this last peg just to secure it while I work so that it doesn't unravel. Next, push the yarn down to the bottom so that there is space at the top of the pegs. Now we will go back in the other direction, wrapping the yarn in the same pattern we did before. Using the loom hook, pull the yarn at the bottom over the top of each peg, being careful to leave the yarn at the top still hooked around the pegs. Once that is done, we will again push this layer of yarn down. You can do this with your fingers, or if your loom has small indentations at the end of each peg like mine does, using a loom hook will be easier. The next steps will be the same as before, just continue the pattern of wrapping the yarn around the tops of the pegs, pulling the yarn at the bottom up and over each peg, then pushing that layer down. After a few layers, you will start to see your scarf take shape through the bottom of the loom. If you finish one roll of yarn and need to start another one, simply tie both ends together, making 2 or 3 knots, then cut away the excess yarn. Here I am just showing you how I hold the loom. To me, this way is easier and I work a lot faster, but you can hold it horizontally instead if you prefer, or have it laying down on a surface. To see if your scarf is a nice length, you can compare it to a scarf you already have or wrap it around yourself the way you would normally to make sure it's the length you need. If you are satisfied with the length, snip the yarn, leaving only a couple of inches at the end. To close the scarf, we're going to make another loop like we did at the beginning, but this time we're going to leave it on the crochet hook. Starting from one end of the loom, carefully lift out 2 loops across from each other and put them through the crochet hook. Pull the yarn through these 2 loops first, then pull the yarn through the remaining 2 loops. You should now have only 1 loop on your hook again. Then repeat the process with the next 2 pegs and so on until you have completed all of them. Once at the end, you can now remove the loom and cut the yarn. To finish, pull the last bit of yarn through the loop, making a knot. Then tightly tie the 2 leftover strands together. To better secure the yarn, I like to make another knot the same way on the other side as well. And the last step is to simply cut off the excess yarn.